Welcome to our journey through the Netherlands. When people think of Europe, they often picture iconic sites like the Eiffel Tower or the Colosseum. But the Netherlands, with its charming canals, colorful tulip fields, historic cities and friendly people, deserves a special place on your European adventure. We'll explore must-visit places in and beyond Amsterdam, from world-class museums to quaint villages, wander through bustling markets, bike along peaceful canals, and soak up the unique atmosphere that makes this country so special. Let's get started. Our first stop takes us to the Rijksmuseum, Amsterdam's grand temple of art and history, home to Dutch masters, including Rembrandt. Stand face to face with Rembrandt's The Night Watch. From Vermeer's Milkmaid to Delftware pottery, wander these halls with an audio guide. Next, we're off to another must-see for art lovers, the Van Gogh Museum. This museum is dedicated to the life and works of Vincent van Gogh. Even if you don't think you know much about art, you've surely seen his iconic sunflowers or the swirling night sky of Starry Night. Here, you can trace Van Gogh's artistic journey through his early sketches to his later masterpieces. Take your time to appreciate each brushstroke, read his letters, and imagine the world through his eyes. Don't miss the opportunity to purchase a print of your favorite Van Gogh to take a piece of his genius home with you. Our journey takes a poignant turn as we visit the Anne Frank house. This is more than just a museum, it's a place where history comes alive. Here, Anne Frank and others hid from Nazi persecution during World War II. Walk through the secret annex to see Anne's diary and the cramped conditions they endured. A visit to the Anne Frank house is a deeply moving experience. Let's leave the museums behind for a bit and dive into one of Amsterdam's most charming neighborhoods, the Jordaan. This is where you'll discover the true spirit of Amsterdam, away from the crowds and tourist attractions. Imagine strolling along narrow cobblestone streets lined with quirky boutiques, independent art galleries, and cozy brown cafes. Take your time to explore the hidden courtyards, browse the vintage shops, and stop for a coffee or a local craft beer at a canal-side cafe. The Jordaan is best experienced at a leisurely pace, soaking up the bohemian vibe and discovering its hidden gems. Even in a city as vibrant as Amsterdam, everyone needs a little green space. And that's where Vondelpark comes in. This sprawling park is Amsterdam's answer to Central Park. Rent a bike and feel the wind in your hair as you cycle along the paths, or find a peaceful spot by the pond and enjoy a leisurely picnic. There's no better way to experience Amsterdam's beauty than from the water. A canal cruise is a must-do for any visitor, offering a unique perspective on the city's iconic canals and charming houses. As your boat glides through the UNESCO-listed canal ring, you'll be treated to picturesque views of canal houses dating back to the 17th century. Admire the ornate gables, the flower-filled window boxes, and the houseboats bobbing gently alongside the canals. For a truly magical experience, opt for an evening cruise. As the sun sets and the city lights begin to twinkle, the canals take on a whole new level of romance and charm. Prepare to be transported back to the Netherlands of centuries past at Zijnse Schans, a charming open-air museum near Amsterdam. Step into a real-life Dutch postcard with windmills, wooden houses, and traditional crafts. Imagine strolling past working windmills, their sails turning in the breeze. Visit a traditional clogmaker and watch them carve iconic Dutch shoes, and sample some locally made cheese at the cheese factory. If you're lucky enough to visit the Netherlands in the spring, a trip to Keukenhof Gardens is a must. Known as the Garden of Europe, Keukenhof explodes with over 7 million tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths. Imagine walking through fields of tulips, a rainbow of colors and varieties. The air is filled with the sweet scent of flowers and birdsong. Wander through themed gardens with unique floral displays. Keukenhof Gardens is a magical experience celebrating spring. Journey to Giethoorn, a charming village in the Dutch countryside often called the Venice of the North. Cars are banned, get around by boat or on foot. Glide along canals in a whisper-quiet electric boat, passing picturesque thatched roof houses. The canals are lined with weeping willows and colorful flowers, creating idyllic beauty. Our next stop takes us to The Hague, the political heart of the Netherlands and a city that seamlessly blends history, culture, and modern life. Home to the Dutch Parliament, the International Court of Justice, and numerous embassies, The Hague has a distinctly international flair. Visit the Binnenhof, the seat of Dutch Parliament, and marvel at its Gothic architecture. And no visit to The Hague would be complete without a visit to the Mauritshuis, home to Vermeer's masterpiece, Girl with a Pearl Earring. This small but perfectly formed museum houses an impressive collection of Dutch Golden Age paintings. Prepare to be amazed as we journey to Kinderdijk, a UNESCO World Heritage Site home to 19 historic windmills. These structures, dating back to the 18th century, stand as a testament to Dutch ingenuity and their battle against water. Imagine strolling along the canals surrounded by these majestic windmills, their sails turning in the wind. Kinderdijk is a photographer's paradise, especially at sunrise or sunset. Get ready for a change of pace as we head to Rotterdam, a city that boldly embraces modernity and innovation. Unlike Amsterdam's charming canals and historic architecture, Rotterdam boasts a skyline punctuated by daring architectural feats. Marvel at the Erasmus Bridge, a sleek white cable-stayed bridge nicknamed the Swan for its graceful design. Explore the Markthal, a stunning horseshoe-shaped market hall covered in a vibrant mural, where you can sample local delicacies and admire the innovative architecture. Rotterdam is a city that challenges conventional notions of urban design and offers a glimpse into the future of architecture. Let's escape the crowds and discover the hidden gem of Utrecht, a charming city that effortlessly blends its medieval past with a modern, youthful vibe. Dominating the city skyline is the Dom Tower, a towering Gothic church tower that offers stunning panoramic views. Explore the picturesque canals, lined with wharf cellars that have been transformed into trendy cafes and restaurants. Wander through the historic city center, with its cobblestone streets, charming boutiques and lively squares. Prepare to step back in time as we visit the charming fishing villages of Volendam and Marken, located on the shores of the IJsselmeer. Here, you'll experience a taste of traditional Dutch life, with colorful wooden houses, fishing boats bobbing in the harbor, and locals still donning traditional clothing. In Volendam, stroll along the harbor promenade lined with souvenir shops, seafood restaurants, and cheese shops. Hop on a ferry to Marken, a picturesque island village where time seems to have stood still. Wander through the narrow streets, admire the traditional wooden houses, and soak up the peaceful atmosphere of this charming village. Escape the city and immerse yourself in the natural beauty of Hoge Veluwe National Park, one of the largest nature reserves in the Netherlands. Here you can explore vast heathlands, dense forests, and shifting sand dunes, all home to a diverse array of flora and fauna. Rent a bike at the park entrance and explore the park at your own pace, following the well-marked cycling paths. And no visit to Hoge Veluwe is complete without a visit to the Kröller-Müller Museum, home to an impressive collection of 19th and 20th century art. There's no better way to experience Amsterdam like a local than by hopping on a bike and exploring the city on two wheels. Cycling is a way of life in Amsterdam with dedicated bike paths, traffic lights for cyclists, and a culture that prioritizes bikes over cars. Rent a bike from one of the many rental shops scattered throughout the city and set off on your own adventure. Cycle along the canals, feeling the breeze in your hair and taking in the sights and sounds of the city. Just remember to be aware of your surroundings and follow the rules of the road. If you're visiting the Netherlands in the spring, a visit to the tulip fields is an absolute must. From late March to mid-May, the Dutch countryside transforms into a sea of color as millions of tulips burst into bloom. Head to the flower-growing region of the Netherlands, known as the Bollenstreek, which stretches south of Amsterdam to The Hague. Rent a bike and cycle through the fields, stopping to admire the different varieties and take photos. Or join a guided tour to learn more about the history of tulip cultivation in the Netherlands. No trip to the Netherlands would be complete without experiencing the lively atmosphere of a traditional Dutch cheese market. These markets, held in towns and cities across the country, offer a glimpse into the Netherlands' rich cheese-making heritage. Visit the cheese market in Alkmaar, held every Friday morning from April to September. Watch as cheese carriers dressed in traditional costumes transport huge rounds of cheese on wooden barrows. Be sure to try some of the Netherlands' most famous cheeses such as Gouda, Edam, and Maasdam. Well, there you have it, a whirlwind tour of some of the most amazing places and experiences the Netherlands has to offer. From world-class museums and historic cities to charming villages and colorful tulip fields, the Netherlands truly has something for everyone. We hope this video has inspired you to add this incredible country to your travel bucket list. And remember, this is just a taste of what the Netherlands has to offer. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the Netherlands. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures.